My name is Joshua Mussa. I'm a senior here at Haverford. I'm majoring in religion and minoring in African studies and concentrating in gender and sexuality studies. I'm from near Seattle in a suburb called Lake Geneva, which is not in Switzerland, but in Washington State. I'm here today to give a piece of advice to especially first-year students, but all Haverford students about how I figured out how to separate my academic life from my residential life. In high school, I would study in my room. My books at my desk were right next to where my bed was, and when I'd come home from school, I would sit at that desk and do my course readings and make sure to review my notes in my notebook. And by the time that the end of the evening came after dinner and after I felt satisfied with the work I had done for the night or given up and decided to take to go to sleep by that point, I would just walk a foot away from where my desk was to my bed, and that worked very naturally. But when I got here at Haverford and I discovered that there were so many academic buildings and so many other social spaces that I could choose to study if white noise was something that I wanted while I did my work, I could find many opportunities and many options. And so in the fall semester, before I realized this and I tried to do work in my room, I would hear my suite mate playing his Xbox right outside my door, and in the hallway I could hear a lot of laughter from friends of mine and people in my customs group eating Domino's pizza and playing apples to apples, and it was all just really distracting. So by the time I was a freshman into my spring semester, I just decided that I should probably find a different place to do work, and I was so excited to find McGill Library. There are so many different carrel spaces here that students can reserve for their own personal use, and as a first-year student, I decided that the basement was the best place to do that. There is no cell phone service and there's no internet connection, or at least there wasn't 3 years ago. So I found that it was the perfect place to completely get rid of all the distractions around me, from people to my computer and Facebook and any texts or phone calls I might receive, even from my family. And in that vein, I was able to bring my books and my notebooks and a blanket and a sweatshirt and maybe an apple way back when, to be able to do my work in the afternoon after classes were over and into the evening. And then as soon as I was done with my work, I could go back to my room and hang out with my friends. My private personal oasis was really a social place where people would come and have snacks, and then I would go in the hallway and play games with my customs group roommates and suite mates. So now as a senior, and I have a carrel on the first tier, which does have cell phone service and does have an internet connection, and writing a thesis will be very important for all of those things. I found that I can definitely enjoy the space that I have there with my Seattle poster and Van Gogh favorite that I have, as well as my stack of books, and then I can separate that from the private residential space that I have in Trenton. And in that way, I get all the work done that I want to when I'm here in the library, and when I go home, I'm actually going home and enjoying time with all the people that I live with.